All right, guys. Ask a Felon back with another question I had asked to me, and that's how do people make money in prison? Well, there's several different ways. I'll name off a few of them that I seen when I was in there. I probably forgot quite a few of them, but I know one way people do it, which was one way I was doing it, was laundry. When you're in prison, you get a job. You can either be like clean the dorm, or you can be laundry, or you can work in the kitchen. Well, one of the ways people make money in there is if you're the laundry, which that's what I did. The way the laundry is done in prison is you have a mesh bag, and everybody just ties it up, put those all their laundry mixed in there together. Those are socks or shirts or whatever. You don't know what's in the bag. You just got a bag that's tied in a knot, and all the clothes are sealed inside that mesh bag. Then they hang it on their door at night before lockdown, so that when the laundry comes around, you just come around and grab the laundry bags, throw them down to the laundry room, and the laundry in the laundry room is like big industrial washers and dryers, kind of like a laundromat. So what people will do, instead of having their clothes mixed in together, you'll charge them a couple soups, or something to equal a little bit of money. Usually people pay with soup. Soup is like the number one way of currency in there. But what they do is they'll pay you in soups to wash their clothes completely separate, to take them out of the bag where they get cleaner and throw it in the washer and dryer like you would at home, instead of having it all mixed in with. Because what you do is you throw in a bunch of bags mixed in together, so your clothes don't really get that clean. But they'll pay people to do their clothes separately. Another way they do it, make money in there, is if you work in the kitchen, you'll steal food from the kitchen. You'll bring back stuff that you can't get on commissary, and that's what they do. They'll just steal it, bring it back, and sell it for soups. Soups is the main currency of money in there. Soups are drugs, to be honest. But the way people make money on the soup kitchen, not the soup kitchen, but food from the kitchen, is they'll bring back things that you can't get, like dough, sugar. They'll bring back big bulk amounts that you can't get on commissary. They don't like to sell a bunch of sugar on commissary because people use it to make hooch. So if you work in the kitchen, you can sneak stuff back, and then most people sell stuff from the kitchen where they make their money. Another way people do it is they'll make burritos, and then you have a hot plate, because you have a hot pot that you can buy on commissary. It's just a big round, I don't know, probably about that big around, and that's what it's supposed to be used for, make hot water for your coffee and your soups. Well, people will tear that apart and use the heating plate as a grill. They'll sell grilled cheeses. They'll sell burritos where they fry them up, because usually you can't get that. Yeah, there's a microwave, but it's not going to be fried up like you can on a griddle. So they take apart the hot pot and use that as a hot plate. Another way people make money in there is they run a store. Like, say I could have ran a store, but I didn't mess with people like that. I stayed to myself and did my own thing. I only messed with a few people. I messed with my bunkie, and I messed with my tattoo guy. It was the only two people I messed with. But if you run a store, you can say, all right, I got one soup today, you pay me back two. It's 2 for 1. So if you got $50 in commissary, you run the store and you loan it out, and you get back 2 for 1. Next thing you know, you got $100 in commissary. And then you take that and you do 2 for 1 on that, and then you got $200 in commissary. Another way people make money in there is they'll make taffy. Excuse me. They'll make taffy. The way they make taffy is they'll mix creamer and Kool-Aid. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while. I've been out for 8 years, so I'm a little rusty, guys. But I know it's some creamer and Kool-Aid, and I think they melt it in the microwave. But anyway, they make taffy. They'll sell that for a soup or 2 soups or whatever the going price is. Drugs, that's another way people make money. They get a Suboxone strip in there. A Suboxone strip is like a Listerine strip. It's about the same size as a Listerine strip. And they'll cut that down into 34 or 32 pieces to 64 pieces, and then they'll go around and sell a quarter, an eighth of it, a 16th of it, a 32nd of it, a 64th of it, whatever. People use that in there, and they put it. I seen people putting it in their eye, a little Listerine strip, and they put it in their eye, or they'll snort it. They'll mix it in a toothpaste cap and a little bit of water, and then they'll snort the water up. Another way people do it, tattoos. Another people make money by doing tattoos. I got my whole chest plate. I got my back done. I got my arms. All that, and I don't have probably more than $50 wrapped up in it. Another way people do it, they'll fix radios, they'll fix headphones, speakers, because TVs don't come with speakers. They deactivate the speakers where you have to listen to headphones with them. So what people will do is they'll make it to where you can hook your speakers, have speakers instead of having headphones. They make it to where you can amp it up, and you'll actually have TV sound like there's a speaker in the TV off of the headphones. Another way they'll do it is they'll make big pizzas, big old giant pizzas, and then they'll sell pieces of it. I'm sorry, I keep hiccuping, burping. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the basics. That's pretty much basically how people make their money. Laundry, selling taffy and things they make, burritos, that hot plate. You get you a hot plate, that's a good thing to do. Coffee, 2 for 1, or sell a shot for a soup. I mean, you got a thing of coffee and you're selling 1 shot for a soup. You're making a pretty good profit there, you know. Other way people make money, when they sell their drugs, they got a green dot to where they ain't getting paid in soups. They're getting actual money on the outside, and then when they end up leaving prison, they got a lot of money on a green dot card. So that's just a few of the ways I've seen people make money. But other than that, I think that's about all I got for this question, guys. If you would, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. As I go through and answer questions, I'll post the videos about them. If I'm a little rusty, that's because I've been out for 8 years, but I'll try to answer them the best I can, guys. With that being said, see ya.